Buyers form an opinion about a home in the first 8 seconds of seeing it online. And I would honestly say it's probably closer to 1 to 2 seconds. So, a listing that I put online has to stop the scroll before they swipe to the next house. And buyers who are shopping online need an agent that will help them narrow down their preferences and really figure out what is important to them. So, if you're watching this, you are probably considering either buying or selling a home. And I want to chat with you about marketing that works and how I help my buyer clients narrow down from the incredible inventory that we have out here in the Denver area right now. I'm Heather O'Leary, Colorado homegirl with EXP. My Linktree is on my profile, so please schedule a quick call if you just want to chat through your options. Let's look for just a moment at the marketing that I do. Okay, so this is one of my recently sold properties and it's fully staged. It's been updated with my contractor, Calbeck Construction, and we sold quickly in 5 days for full asking price. Everything went perfectly smoothly. And I just want to show you how gorgeous the staging is and how well done all of the contractor work is. Look how nice this property is. And it's not like a perfect property. There are things that probably will need to be updated, maybe the ceiling fans, that kind of thing, right? Doesn't have the best curb appeal, but it's really, really nice in the pictures. And then I want to show you this one. So this is, I'm not going to share the exact address, but we can just flip through the pictures. This is one that obviously was taken with somebody's iPhone, like the realtor had their iPhone and they were just clicking pictures, which I don't frankly understand because it's really not that expensive to hire a professional photographer to do pictures for you. I mean, this one's not a bad property, right? You can see the kitchen is in pretty good condition. It's almost exactly the same layout as the one I had, but check out the difference. Look at that. Staging and photography make a huge, huge difference. So let's talk about staging for just a second. And then I want to jump into the rest of the marketing packages that I do. Staging and prep for a seller is probably the hardest part, other than being patient and waiting for an offer. And that's what I do. I start working with people from 6 to 8 months before they're planning to sell. And I help them figure out how to start packing strategically with the help of a staging consult, where you have like a report that shows you everything that needs to be done. And then we can use either your furniture and decor or some of my personal staging items or a professional stager to help make it look show ready. And the idea is to have it be very neutral so a buyer can come in and envision themselves living in the home. More about staging in one of my other videos. I'll link that as well. But if you look also at this property that I had for sale, you'll notice that I also have an entire 3D tour. So I don't know if you've hopped into one of these before. Oh, it didn't go in. There we go. I don't know if you've hopped into one of these before, but they're super cool because check it out. You can literally walk around the house and check out the entire, staged living room, right? Go into the dining room, check out the view. This is the kitchen nook, actually. Go over here, check out the kitchen. Look at the view from the kitchen sink. Hop over here. It's pretty fun. If you've never seen one of these staged properties, they're really cool. So the other thing that I do is I do home tours. So without going through and playing like all of these, because I'm not sure how the sound is going to work. Okay, actually, there we go. Wonder if I can mute it. There we go. Okay, so check out this video that I did. It's me in the video, and I consider it like a 4 tier video. Not only does it have the house and myself explaining all of the qualities of the house, it also has all of the community access that you could be interested in. So this one happens to be in Grant Ranch and has access to a private lake. But if you'll notice, I have a lot more. And every property that I do a video for, I have a lot of information about the area. Like this one was one of my listings that was by the Highline Canal. And we have drone tours and just beautiful video of the access right next to the property. And this, I think, really stands out for buyers because they can then envision themselves living in the area and not just look at pictures of the interior of the house. I also want to talk to buyers a little bit here. So, when you are a buyer and you are searching online, you're really doing showings every single time you are looking online. So, every time you're looking at Zillow. So, here's the deal. Can you use Zillow and realtor.com on all of those websites? Of course you can. A lot of them are built so they're really easy to use. But if you go through my system, you can communicate back and forth with me over time. Like, let's say next year you're planning on buying a property. So then you call me up and you say, hey, Heather, here's what I'm looking for. And you'll probably have a good idea of what you're looking for, but that will probably change over time. It will evolve as you're looking for properties, realizing what is really in your price range and what your priorities really might be. So what I do is I sit down and I help you figure out what your big why is and what your must-haves are. And then I send you all of the properties through the listing service, and then you can heart them, comment on them. I can chat back and forth with you about the properties, and that helps me learn what you're looking for. So that when you finally get ready to start shopping for homes, we know in general what you're looking for. And we can do, I would say 5 home tours before you're ready to make an offer so that you can spend a lot more time playing outside in the beautiful weather instead of driving around and looking at homes, which is fun also, by the way. The other thing I want to share with you is that there are some things that buyers can't tell about a property before you actually go there. And that's the other thing about hiring a good realtor is that they will do research. They'll ask these questions. Is smell important to you? How important to you is noise, like road noise or neighborhood noise? What about the HOA preferences or the need to have like wireless phone service in your home, which sometimes people have to, they buy houses and then they realize they're kind of in a dead zone for their cell phone and they don't realize it until after they've bought the property. So these are all the things that we can't really figure out before we've done an actual showing tour, but a good agent can maybe call and ask about some of these questions or help you remember to look for them when you are actually in the property. Okay, so if you are ready to start getting ready to sell your house, whether it's in the next few months or in the next year, message me ready. I will send you my plan on how to start preparing for staging. Small things like packing, organizing, making donations, that kind of thing. And then if you're looking at buying a house, we should really just talk because even if it's not for a while, I want to know what your must-haves are. And I want to know that you're excited. And I want to start learning about what your preferences are. So let me know if you have any questions. And I hope you all have a really great holiday weekend.